Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy Gaura Purnima to everyone. Gaura Purnima. This is the Gaura Purnima. This is the full moon day, a golden moon, in which the most merciful of all incarnations of Krishna appeared. It is said, actually not even incarnation, Krishna himself, his avatari, came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in mood of Srimati Radharani to experience the love, unconditional love that Srimati Radharani has for Krishna, and by his own example, show the living entities on how to surrender onto Lord Shri Krishna, and similarly be part of experiencing the bliss that is the innate nature of each and every living entity. So for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for us ISKCON members, this is the most auspicious day because Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to, by his personal example, teach us on how to do devotional service. And everything that we do is nothing but his mercy and his personal example. Let's do Mangalacharan and then we'll try to discuss more. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakana Raghunatamritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padaya Sahaganar Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we know that in the last message of Bhagavad Gita is Sarvadharmam Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. In there, Lord Shri Krishna says that one should abandon all varieties of religion, which basically means the different designations that we identify ourselves with. And thus, these designations, which are based on body, they prelude us in certain identifications, and due to those identifications, we think that this is our dharma or religion, but that is false. So Krishna says, Sarva Dharmam Parityajya. Basically, those false identification has to be given up. Those false designations has to be given up. And the Lord says, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, that simply take shelter of Ekam, only me, Sharanam Vraja. And that's where Bhagavad Gita ends. And then Srimad Bhagavatam starts with establishing the Samam Bonam, that Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, all in all. And then Srimad Bhagavatam rejects all the religious practices which are materially motivated and only accepts the highest truth. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see examples of various devotees who had various designations on the bodily platform, but how they gave that up and surrendered onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And we living entities can identify with the devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam who uplifted themselves and attained the devotion onto the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna or his various incarnations. But from Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that the highest of all devotion is devotion of devotees headed by Srimati Radharani. And therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his matam, his opinion is, and his conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam is that Aradhaye Bhagavan Prajesha Tanayas, that one should only do Aradhana, worship of Nandananda Brajesha, one who is the king of Vrindavan, his son, Tanaya, Shri Krishna. Aradhaya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. And his Dhama Vrindavana is the highest. Ramya Kvachit Upasana Vrajavatu Vargena Va Kalpita. And the highest form of worship of Lord Shri Krishna and Vrindavan Dham is exhibited by Vrajavadhus, the Vrajavanitas, the damsels of Vrindavan Gopis, headed by Srimati Radharani. And what is the proof of all this? Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless proof, Pramana Amalam. Why? Because Prema Pumartho Mahan, because it gives the highest of arthas. The highest of arthas is not dharma. The highest of arthas is not kama. The highest of arthas is not artha. The highest of arthas is not moksha. The highest of artha is prema. Therefore, he says, prema pumartha mahan. This is the greatest. And no other incarnation or avatari came to give this except for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even Krishna himself could not give love of himself. He attracted all the jivas, but definitely on how to execute devotional service, Krishna himself comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to demonstrate, especially for the people of Kali Yuga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam. And this is the matam, the opinion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that worship of Krishna is highest. The Vrindavan Dham is the highest abode of the Supreme Lord, and the form of worship following Srimati Radharani and the damsels of Vraja is the highest, and Srimad Bhagavatam is the proof of all this. When I first was reading Srimad Bhagavatam and I came across the introduction in Srimad Bhagavatam, so if you today, being Gaura Purnima, it will be good if you can take some time out and read the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam, because the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam is the summary of the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and nothing else. So I was wondering, Srimad Bhagavatam, why Srila Prabhupada has put the summary of the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in it? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is all about Krishna. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited as the greatest Bhagavata, greatest devotee of Sri Krishna in form of Srimati Radharani. And therefore, he is a living personification of the spirit of Srimad Bhagavatam. And to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, if one takes the view as per the surrender of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he exhibited in form of Gaura, exhibiting the mood of Srimati Radharani, then one will be able to experience Prema Pumartha Maha, the highest love. And that highest love will satisfy the urge of the soul of the living entity. I had shared a bhajan. That bhajan is the introductory song to the book of songs written by Bhakti Thakur, known as Sharanagati. And this bhajan, as introductory song, captures the purpose behind Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's coming in this world as Krishna, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani and in the complexion of Srimati Radha. If you can, Rahul Prabhu, if you can share that bhajan on the screen and we can go through it. In the meantime, let's look at a nice prayer from Chaitanya Bhagavata. Ajanulambita bhujo kanakavadato sankirtanaiko pitaro kamalayataksho vishvambharo dvijavaro yugdharmapalo vande jagat priyakaro karunavataro. So this prayer translation is, I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, whose arm extend down to their knees, who have golden yellow complexions and who inaugurated the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Their eyes resemble the petals of lotus flower. They are maintainers of living entities, the best of all Brahmanas, and the protectors of religious principles for this age, the benefactors of the universe, and the most merciful of all incarnations. So the Yuga Dharma, Vishvambharo, Dvijavaro, Yuga Dharma Pado. The Yuga Dharma for this age is Sankirtan movement. And Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu originally began this mass Sankirtan movement by taking all the residents of Nadia in Sankirtan chanting to the house of Khan Kazi. And there, the Sankirtan movement, you can say, started in a mass way. But before that, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he returned from the Shraddha ceremony of his father, and he had his spiritual master, Ishvara Puri, then there, when Ishvara Puri instructed him, of course, no one can instruct Mahaprabhu, but Mahaprabhu inspired Ishvara Puri, and Ishvara Puri instructed due to that inspiration, and Mahaprabhu could not help. Before, he was a notorious Sanskrit scholar, and he would just argue for the sake of argument and defeat, the Brahmanas. So everyone feared this scholar, Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Nimai being his birth name because he was born under a neem tree on this day of known as Gaura Purnima. And, this evening we will have eclipse. So on this day also there was eclipse. And on the day of eclipse, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare was going on. And this feather was the proof that the Lord has come to make everyone chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the mantra for this yuga, the mantra of this age. So yes, Yuga Dharma Palo. And Vande Jagat Priya Karo Karunavataro. He's the maintainer of living entities and protector of religious principles, and he is Karunavataro. And let's see what Bhakti Vinod Thakur says. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swaparshada Swiyadhama Saha Avatari. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Jive Doya Kori, out of compassion for living entities, especially the fallen souls of Kali Yuga, we who can't perform meditation, how long can we sit down for? Barely 5 minutes and our legs and knees start hurting. What meditation we can do? We can't practice yoga. We can't practice study of Vedas, Vedanta. We can't do anything. Therefore, he came to propagate the Yuga Dharma, chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Swaparshada, he appeared with his associates, eternal associates, Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Srinivasa, and other bhaktas. And along with his eternal Nadia Dham, he appeared in Nadia in West Bengal. Saha Avatari. This word Saha Avatari is very significant because Avatari means that he is not Avatara, not an incarnation, but Avatari. He comes in his original form as Krishna himself, but in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And what did he do? By his personal example, Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kori Bharedana Shikhaya Sharanagati Bhakatera Prana. Atyanta Durlabha. So this prema that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu freely distributed, he opened the treasure house of love of Godhead through chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Very nicely in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Mahaprabhu was known as Data Shiromani. Data Shiromani means the best of all rich persons, the best of all capitalists who freely gave the love of Godhead in terms of distributing the holy names of Radha and Krishna. So this Hare Krishna mantra, we know Hare is personification of Krishna's internal energy, Srimati Radharani, and Krishna and Rama are names of Supreme Lord. Krishna means all attractive Supreme Person, and Rama means one who internally feels the pleasure, experiences the bliss when he is in union and association with Radha. So therefore his name is Radha Ramana, and in short form it's Rama. And in this way, when we chant this mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, simply by doing this, we are actually starting the process or are in the process or are already achieving the fruits of this process in the terms of what? Golokera Premadhana Harinam Sankirtana, experiencing the wealth of Goloka Vrindavan, which is love of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna through the names of Krishna, Harinam Sankirtana. However, we are trying, but as Narottam Das Thakur says, Ratina Janmilo Now Pai, we don't know its value. We hear the wealth of chanting of the holy names of the Lord, but because we are committing so many offenses, we don't know the value. As Narottam Das Thakur says, Hari Hari Bifale Janama Gunai no Manushya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Nam Bhajeya Janiya Shuniya Bisha Khaino. This is our condition. That Manushya Janma Paya, after attaining human birth, Radha Krishna Nam Bhajeya. We are not worshipping Radha and Krishna. Although we hear about it all the time, Janiya. Although we know it, Janiya, although we hear about it all the time, Shuniya, but nonetheless, Vishakhainu, we are drinking the Visha, the poison, through ignoring Radha and Krishna and just indulging in sense gratification. This chanting that Mahaprabhu has given, it is coming directly from spiritual abode. Golokera Premadhana Harinam Sankirtana Ratina Janamilo Pinetai. So this is the love of Godhead coming from directly from his own abode, as it is mentioned in the first line of this prayer, that Swaparshada Suya Dhama. Krishna's Dham is Goloka. So this is Golokera Premadhana. This Premadhana, Krishna in form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought with him. So in the second line of this bhajan, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, what did he do? Atyanta Durlabha Prema Korivaredana. So he freely disputed chanting of the holy names of the Lord. No matter what caste you are, what creed you are, what color you are, what your social status is, whether you are a Sudra, whether you are a Vipra, whether you are a sannyasi, everyone he got involved in chanting of the Mahamantra. And therefore, this was the greatest unification of all the jivas, irrespective of caste, creed, color, social order, wealth status. And this, in true sense, is the unifying force of India, you can say, that everyone comes under this one umbrella of Vasudeva Kutumbakam by accepting the Bhagavata Dharma, foundation of which is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And in this way, what did Mahaprabhu do? Shikhaya Sharanagati Bhakatera Prana. He actually taught the process of surrendering in Kali Yuga. Because remember, in the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, he says, Mamekam Sharanam Braja. And in Bhagavatam, we see various devotees, how they are surrendering. But in Kali Yuga, how to surrender, no one actually taught. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came and taught on how to surrender by himself exhibiting on how to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and how to read Srimad Bhagavatam in association of devotees. So this Sharanagati is Bhakatera Prana, is the prana, is the life and soul of all the devotees of, uh, um, of this Bhakti Marga. And what are the 6 processes of surrender? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, Dainya Atmani Vedana Gotripte Varana Aveshya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasha Palana Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Svikara Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Varjanangikara. So, the 6 ways of Sharanagati are firstly Dainya. One has to be humble. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Sishtakshakam says, that one who is more humble than a straw in the street, one who can tolerate like a tree, one who is prepared to give all respects to others without expecting any respects themselves in return, such a person, Kirtanya Sada Harihi, is able to chant the holy names of the Lord. So Dainya, this is a first qualification. And then Atma Nivedana, just offering ourselves to this process of devotional service. Krishna says, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through his own example, exhibited on how to do Sharanagati, how to go on to Sharanam of Krishna. And this process is known as Atma Nivedana, just offering ourselves to this process of Sharanagati. And what is the next? Gotripte Varana. Gotripte Varana means Avashya Rakshive Krishna. It means that Krishna will surely protect me. We have to have this faith that just by surrendering to Krishna, we are protected. And Vishwasha Palana, and this faith that Krishna will surely maintain me. So 2 things, protect me, maintain me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed on how to do this by his personal example. And the 5th and the 6th way of Sharanagati, Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Svikara. Whatever is Anukul, Anukul means favorable for devotional service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught by his personal example. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not leave this process. He would continuously engage whoever he came across, talk about Krishna, talk about Bhagavatam, talk about devotees, and visit temples, all these favorable things, practice of devotional service. If we read Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Leela in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can experience and know. And then Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Brajannangikara, and whatever is not favorable for devotional service. Unfavorable means Pratikula, that Bhava Brajanangikara has to be given up. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that no indulgence in sense gratification, no association with persons who are associated with money, woman, and wine, and giving up of the false religion. Mayavadi Bhasya Sunila Hai Sarvanasa, giving up the associates of impersonalists, defeating the Shunyavadis, the voidists. All this Pratikula Bhava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he stayed far away from it, and he would defeat the atheists, the impersonalists, and the voidists. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes on to say, Shadanga Sharanagati होइबे जहारा तहारा प्रार्थना शुने Shri Nanda Kumara. That wherever these 6 processes of surrender taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, therever their prarthana, their prayers will be heard by Shri Nanda Kumara, Krishna. Nanda Kumara means the son of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna. Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Trina Kori Bhakati Vinoda Pode Duhupada Dhori. So this way of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was recorded and distributed by Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis. They knew Rupa Goswami established, especially Sri Chaitanya Manobi, he knew the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and therefore in his writings, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Instruction, Updeshamrita, all these teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have been captured in there. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur holds onto their lotus feet with blade of grass in his between his teeth, and he's begging for their mercy. Kandiya kandiya bole amito adhama. He's crying. He's crying. This is what we have to do. We have to cry and cry for the mercy of Mahaprabhu every day. Why? Because we souls of Kali Yuga are adhama. We actually have no good qualities. However, we beg to Rupa and Sanatana that you teach us on how to surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow his 6 ways of surrender to Radha and Krishna. Shikhaye Sharanagati Karo hai Uttama. Please teach us Sharanagati and make us Uttama, make us the best of all devotees. So this is a wonderful day. Let's spend most of our time meditating on the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially his compassionate nature, and let's become layak and or eligible to receive that compassion of Mahaprabhu, because once one receives the compassion of Mahaprabhu, his merciful glance of Mahaprabhu, then we have a great chance from extricating ourselves out of this material rut. And not only that, but experience the highest love, the highest pleasure of devotional service. And no matter what material conditions we will be in, but the wealth of devotion that is gifted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through this process of surrender, Sharanagati, based on chanting of the holy names and various other activities that will make us ever joyful. Susukham kartum avyayam. And everlastingly we can go on doing service to this movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Srila Prabhupada, to our Vaishnava Acharyas, our Gurudev, and ultimately this will bring us to a blissful condition. I have gone a bit over time, but it's a festival day. So much there is to say about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Throughout the day, we can actually listen to audiobooks of Chaitanya Charitamrita, or hear lectures and pastimes of Lord Caitanya, especially in regard to the mercy he gave to various devotees, and try to become qualified to receive such mercy. Do you have any questions or any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much. That was in just half an hour. You actually gave so much nectar. It's just incredible, Prabhu. Thank you very much, and happy Gaura Purnima to everyone. This was an amazing class, Prabhu. It's just covered, every topic, and it was relatable to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's all mercy of devotees like yourselves who have brought, this Yoga Dharma so accessible to everyone. We are so grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, who would have known Gauranga? Not only in India, but in throughout the Western world. So the program this evening starts at 5 p.m. with Kirtan. Please try to be there at 5 p.m. because sharp at 5:15 we will have Abhisheka. And after Abhishek at 6 o'clock, we will have drama. And then after drama, immediately we'll have Arati. And just remember, today is the eclipse. The eclipse starts at 7:50. So the feast will be served earlier than usual so that everyone, before the eclipse begins, honors the feast. So let's take a day off today if possible. If not, then finish work early and be there at Harekrishnatemple, Burbank at 5 or before 5. Have a wonderful Gaura conscious day today, and happy Gaura Purnima again to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Gaura Purnima to everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Happy God Purnima to everyone.